Thing in my stomach that just didn't feel right with that, so I knew I had to turn around and just check again.
And when he took a closer look, he found a teen dazed from a crash. Tonight, that boy's family is thankful the pizza delivery driver went with his gut feeling. Good evening, I'm Corey Stark.
I'm Samantha Jones. The crash left a South County teenager stranded and severely hurt. It happened last week in Oakville on Christopher Road near Riverwinds Court. That's just east of I-55. Only News 4's Emma Hogue brings you the moment the teen and the driver reunited. And we do want to warn you tonight, some of the boys' injuries are pretty graphic.
Brandon Eckstein is just 19 years old and has worked at this Domino's location for over 2 years. He says September 24th was just an ordinary day on the job until he drove by that crash and felt a calling to stop and help.
You got to be careful. You got to know your surroundings. You never know what you're going to run into.
From getting an order right to delivering the pizza on time to the correct house, Brandon Eckstein says he's always observant. Almost 2 weeks ago, the Domino's driver wanted to observe the scenery on the way back from an afternoon delivery and took an alternate route.
I was going up on the back roads of Christopher, right down by the railroad track, and I had actually seen an ATV on its side all the way up against the guardrail.
Eckstein says he thought the wreckage was from an accident days ago. He kept driving, then got a sudden urge to turn back around.
As I'd come to get closer and I realized the man was bleeding and he was stumbling around the ATV and he wasn't in a good shape at all.
Eckstein found Kyan Krull bloody and disoriented walking through the ditch. He told Krull to get in the car and drove him home.
I was going to call 911, but I asked him where he lived and he told me he lived just right up the road.
The only thing I remember is asking my stepmom to go ride.
The 15-year-old has no recollection of the crash, what caused it, or the ride home. His dad, Steve, a firefighter, was at work and saw an ambulance was dispatched to his house. He panicked to get home.
Not being able there to help your own child was upsetting and really stressful.
Krull was rushed to Children's Hospital for emergency surgery on his hand. Today, he's out of the hospital and feeling better, but still recovering from multiple fractures and a concussion.
Howdy. Nice to meet you, man.
We were there as Krull met the man he says saved his life.
How's the hand? Still messed up pretty bad? Can you move anything on it?
Turns out these two strangers went to the same grade school and high school. Now a new bond connects them both.
I'm glad you're here, man. That's not a problem. Don't even worry about it. I didn't really question it once I was in the moment, but I'm really grateful for what I did, and I'm really glad that I got to help that family that day.
Krull will have a long road to recovery. He's in physical therapy 3 times a week and will have to have another surgery on his arm. But tonight, his family is calling Eckstein their guardian angel. Reporting in South County tonight, Emma Hogue, News 4.